And, you know, not only that, you got to remember when I first started, it wasn't the Stephen A. Smith show. It was No Mercy.
Right.
ESPN would not allow me to use my name.
Right.
Not only was I not allowed to use my name, I wasn't allowed on YouTube. There was no video component.
Right.
I didn't have no video component until 20 months ago,
Right.
which is why I tell everybody it's 20 months.
Right.
Because I wasn't allowed the first 10 months or so, I wasn't allowed to be on video and I wasn't allowed to use my own name. So if you Googled Stephen A., what showed up was ESPN. Nothing showed up about No Mercy.
Right.
So that's why I had to ultimately fight with them to get them to change my name. And major props to Jimmy Pitaro and the rest of the crew at ESPN and Disney for allowing me to do that because I didn't have the right to do that at the time.
Right.
They gave me that right, and I'm indebted to them for that.
Right.
But all of those minefields are things that I had to work with. And I remember I explained this to Shannon one time. You realize the blessed position that you in.
Right.
You were a former athlete. You, Cameron, hip-hop artist, what have you. I got nothing but admiration and love for y'all because it takes courage to do what y'all do to bet on yourself.
Right.
But there's a flip side to that. As an athlete, as a hip-hop artist, you're automatically associated with independence. Not to say that you don't have contractual obligations, but you walk in the door as an independent.
Right.
We never did as journalists. We're employees.
Right.
So you always have employee restrictions.
Right.
And you have to fight to branch out and get your freedom.
Right.
To y'all, to somebody like Shannon, a professional athlete, yourself and others, you walk to the door with that level of independence that we have to scratch and claw our way to.
I get
you don't
you.
get it like
Absolutely.
that. And so that's what I've been doing.
Right.
And remember, I got let go in 2009.
Okay.
I'm unemployed for a year. I'm back to ESPN 2 years later. I was off television from 2009 to 2012.
Right.
They wouldn't have let me on television.
Right.
So all of these obstacles I had to get over in order to build what I built, which is why I'm late to the game in that regard. It wasn't because I didn't have the vision.
Right.
It was because I had the restrictions that wouldn't allow me to exercise the vision.
Gotcha.
And so now that I don't have that problem,